What's next for lawmakers after Republicans gavel to adjourn the governor's child care special session until tomorrow?
Plus, how Wisconsin's latest drought is impacting pollinators across the state. We go beyond the barometer.
And good news for the entertainment and auto industries as contract talks resume. A closer look at the progress. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. A quick debate at the state capitol today as lawmakers convened under the governor's call for a special session.
Both chambers of the legislature met for a total of 53 seconds this afternoon. But that may not be the end of the debate, as political reporter Will Keneally explains live from the Capitol. Will?
Well, Susan and Eric, we often see these special sessions that the governor calls gavelled quickly in and out without any debate. But we saw something a little bit different today as Republicans kept the special session open, meaning that they will at least consider the child care package that the governor floated. Now, the debate over child care is often centered around funding. The Democratic governor wants to put more money behind child care. Republicans want to change how the industry is regulated. Now, Democratic lawmakers say, though, that Wisconsin has the money to spend.
This is not because we don't have the money. We have $4 billion still left over from our historic surplus. It's not because we don't have a need. In fact, the biggest challenge facing our state is the workforce shortage and the fact that young people are leaving in droves.
Now, child care is also tied to getting people back to work. Republicans say that the governor has been a roadblock, though, to the state's workforce and saying that they will present their own plan to the governor. Now, we know at least Republicans will use what the governor floated for today's session as a framework, but certainly expect significant changes to the billion-dollar plan that the governor floated. And we'll have more on this coming up tonight at 6. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Will. We'll see you at 6. Southern Wisconsin could see more rain this week. Let's check in with meteorologist Jacob Madison on the weather patio. Jacob?
Thanks, Susan. We're actually seeing some showers across our area right now. Now, they're very light and they're only impacting a small portion of our area. But around Crawford, Grant, and Richland counties, we are seeing some showers. And there has been showers around these areas for the last couple of hours. They've been moving slowly to the north. And although they keep dissipating a little bit, they are still sticking around at this hour. Now, there also are a few showers and even a few storms out in Iowa, but those too are dissipating. Expect these showers to continue to dissipate over the next few hours. Looking at the current temperatures, mostly in the upper 70s in Dane County. It definitely feels a little bit warm right now. And despite the warm temperatures, we actually are seeing some pretty cloudy skies. Now, in the southwestern portion of the state, we are seeing temperatures a bit cooler, upper 60s, lower 70s. A lot of that has to do with the showers across that area. Now, throughout the evening, we're going to be pretty comfortable for the most part. We'll remain partly to mostly cloudy as temperatures will drop into the middle 60s. And cloudy skies are going to continue throughout the overnight hours. But temperatures are going to be mild as well with lows around 60. And for the most part, we are going to be dry. Can never count out a light shower, especially when we're going to be as cloudy as we are. But there are several chances of rainfall before the week ends, and this will also continue into next week. I'll talk more in detail about this coming up a bit later in the show.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says it's time to put a pause on those interest rate hikes. The Fed's decision comes as inflation starts to cool. The current rate, 3.7%, way down from last summer's peak, but the target remains just 2%.
At 3.7% annualized to 2% is actually a giant step. That's why so many economists believe that rates will have to stay higher.
Mortgage rates are now over 7% compared to just under 3% 2 years ago. Credit cards are at a record high, nearing 21%, and the average rate for a new car loan is now 7.4%, the highest level since 2008. The Fed will analyze the economy and make its next decision on rates in November.
We now know the name of an Illinois woman who died in a motorcycle crash in Janesville. 60-year-old Carrie Chandler was pronounced dead at a hospital Saturday. The crash happened in the 100 block of South Garfield Avenue. Investigators say a group of motorcyclists were traveling south when one of them hit a parked car. A second motorcyclist then hit the crashed motorcycle. It's unclear which motorcycle Chandler was on. The crash is still under investigation. You might want to take a check in your fridge. Kraft Singles American cheese is being recalled. Kraft Heinz says the cheese could pose a choking hazard. In a statement, the company said the problem is connected to a temporary issue with its wrapping machine. Officials say that thin strip of plastic could stay on the slice after the wrapper is removed. Several customers have complained of choking on the plastic. The wrapping machine is being repaired.
1,032.8 feet above sea level. That's the highest that buildings within a mile of the state capitol can reach, according to the city of Madison's Capitol View Preservation Ordinance, but there is a renewed push to change that. The law was put in place back in 1966 to preserve the city skyline, making the Capitol building stand out. But this year, Madison is a much different city, with larger companies drawing in younger crowds. In addition to the UW-Madison student population, there are fewer options for housing and at higher prices. And that's led to a debate on how to solve the problem. While some push for lower UW admission rates, others are thinking it's time to eliminate height requirements in the campus areas.
They're saying that the better time to do this is a couple years later when the near West area campus plan is taking place. But that happens in 2028. And the housing crisis, especially for students, is right now. So we're trying to get whatever we can do, we would like to do it sooner than later.
And the Alder has received support from officials and residents who feel the same, like David.
It's a very nice skyline, especially depending on how you're coming in. The consistency is nice, but it does restrict your development, right? Because you have a lot of height limits and you just can't do a lot of infill, which makes mass transit a little more difficult.
But others disagree, wanting to keep the Madison skyline as it is. The Alder involved says he's working with Downtown Madison, Inc. to see what can be done over the next few years.
Work is nearing completion on the restoration of the Greene County Courthouse, which has stood in Monroe's Courthouse Square since 1891. The scaffolding is coming down while finishing touches are being made. The roof replacement project turned restoration has cost roughly $8 million. County Clerk Ariana Vagley says it was worth every penny.
Obviously, this is kind of the shining jewel of not only the city of Monroe, but Greene County as a whole. And a lot of people see the importance of restoring and preserving this building.
The project began in the fall of 2021. Greene County's property manager, Dick Marty, expects the remaining scaffolding to come down within the next week.
New at 5, now that football season has begun, Senator Tammy Baldwin wants to make sure everyone across the state can watch Packer games. Senator Baldwin first introduced the Go Pack Go Act back in 2018. It requires cable and satellite providers to give Wisconsin customers access to channels in the state's media markets. Right now, 13 counties are assigned to Minnesota or Michigan markets. That means when games overlap, some people in northern and western Wisconsin are forced to watch Vikings or Lions games instead. The Packers' first home game is this Sunday at Lambeau Field against the New Orleans Saints. Kickoff for that one set for noon.
Yeah, that's going to happen this weekend with the conflict.
It's here.
Right. A southern Wisconsin school is celebrating some national recognition. The National Blue Ribbon Award is given out by the Department of Education to recognize schools for their academic excellence.
Now, fewer than 400 schools in the entire country get this blue ribbon recognition from the Federal Department of Education. And this year, one was in Janesville, and Jalen Banks paid them a visit, and he joins us now. Jalen?
Folks at Monroe Elementary School in Janesville say they're very excited about the honor. Monroe is just one of 8 schools in the entire state to receive the honor this year. And it's the first Janesville school to receive this recognition in nearly a decade. The Blue Ribbon Award recognizes schools for the overall academic achievement and their progress towards closing achievement gaps, something Monroe Elementary Principal Sally Pope says they take great pride in.
Our teachers are here working hard every single day to make sure that we accomplish that mission. And so this is their award. They are in the trenches every day working with these students to accomplish the great things that we have here at Monroe.
Monroe wasn't the only southern Wisconsin school to get the honor this year. Darlington Elementary and Middle School also earned the recognition. Tonight at 6, we'll hear from Principal Pope on how the family environment at Monroe Elementary has led to this accomplishment.
All right, Jalen, thank you. Congrats to those schools. House Republicans called U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland to Capitol Hill for an oversight hearing on the Department of Justice, but the hearing became a back and forth about GOP claims that the Department of Justice has become a tool of President Biden's to attack his political opponents.
I am not the president's lawyer. I will add, I am not Congress's prosecutor.
Americans believe that today in our country, there is unequal application of the law.
They see the DOJ, of course, aggressively prosecuting President Biden's chief political rival, Mr. Trump, while at the same time, they see slow walking and special treatment given to the president's son.
Well, Democrats accuse Republicans of pushing conspiracy theories for political gain. Garland also testified that no one told him to indict former President Trump, rebutting Trump's claim on the campaign trail.
Lack of housing and resources is straining some communities due to a rise of migrants that are crossing the U.S. borders. Ivan Rodriguez shares more concerns from border officials.
A surge in migrants crossing over the U.S. southern border causing concerns for communities across the nation. There were more than 8,000 apprehensions Monday, according to a Department of Homeland Security official. With shelters in El Paso, Texas, at or over capacity, resources are being stretched.
Things were slow 4 or 5 weeks ago, so their capacity was about 250 a day. Then they ramped up to 400, and now they're ramping up to 600.
The rising number of migrants coming in causing tension in communities far from the southern border. On Staten Island, 10 people were taken into custody as protesters blocked a bus carrying migrants. New York City's mayor condemning their actions.
I say to those who believe they're going to use violence by throwing bottles at police officers and migrants, we're not going to accept that.
The surge in Arizona is causing long wait times at the border. The mayor of Nogales calling on Washington for help.
My main concern is I hope Washington comes and visits us and looks at the real picture.
Amid the uptick in arrivals, migrant families pose a unique set of challenges for officials. Last week, an independent court monitor found that in rare cases, children were temporarily separated from their parents while in processing centers. A Customs and Border Protection spokesperson maintains the agency prioritizes keeping families together. An official with the agency said sometimes separations are carried out amid overcrowding in the interest of safety.
We want to treat everybody with dignity and respect and bring the folks in as we can.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
And coming up, Jacob has our complete forecast.
Plus, we go beyond the barometer to see how recent droughts are impacting Wisconsin's bee population.
Wall Street closes out the day on negative territory once again. The Dow off 77, the rough day for the NASDAQ as well as it plummets 209 points. The S&P loses 42, and we'll be right back.
Here's why you should make your next roof a metal roof from Sweeta Metal Roofing. We specialize in residential metal roofing, so you can be sure your new metal roof will look beautiful. And not only will it look beautiful when it's new,
your maintenance-free Sweeta Metal roof will look great for decades to come,
with no need for expensive upkeep or repairs.
Best of all, when you call Sweeta Metal Roofing, you'll speak directly with Mike and Mary Sweeta. So make your next roof
a metal roof
from Sweeta Metal Roofing.
Sweeta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Elevate your savings at the Century House. Right now, buy stressless recliners, sofas, and office chairs and earn up to $1,500 credit toward the purchase of additional stressless furniture. Or receive $400 off the purchase of any stressless signature base or cross-base recliner and ottoman. Don't wait. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
When it's time to remodel your home, lean on the experts at Brothers Maine for all things appliances. As Madison and Janesville's local appliance authority since 1938, our experienced staff will make your project easy from concept to completion. Better than big box, Brothers Maine has a larger selection, lower prices, and professional advice to bring your vision to life. On time and on budget. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. It's fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit spectrum.com today.
Get 11% off everything at Menards and update your home's flooring today. Great Lakes Vinyl Plank is a perfect flooring solution for any room. This flooring option is durable, waterproof, easy to install, and features an attached pad for comfort and noise reduction. Backed by a lifetime residential warranty. Or or a 10-year light commercial warranty. Pick up Heritage Vinyl Plank Flooring for just $329 a square foot after 11% rebate, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Coming up, the Wisconsin legislature was in and out in under 30 seconds.
Will Keneally breaks down the latest special session at the Capitol and what you should expect next in the child care crisis. That's tonight at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action has settled hundreds of area consumer disputes, but we can't do it without our dedicated team of volunteers. Would you like to join us? Contact Call for Action by phone or visit channel3000.com to fill out an application. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A new inclusive playground is open in Madison, allowing kids of all abilities to play. City officials joined the community for ribbon cutting at Oscar Runnebaum Park this morning. The playground is named for Jeffrey Erlanger, a disability rights advocate who died back in 2007. It features softer play surfaces and amenities designed to accommodate children with wheelchairs and other mobility concerns. Howard Erlanger, Jeff's father, said the playground is about much more than just their family.
It's not about honoring Jeff. It's about continuing to make Madison a welcoming, inclusive community and always looking for ways to make that even better.
And the playground is Madison's 4th inclusive park, joining others at Brittingham, Elver, and Warner Parks.
Well, we've heard a lot of buzz about this summer's drought and how it will impact our state's crops and other plants. But the trends also impact those who pollinate the plants. Our Catherine Merck takes us beyond the barometer.
If you want to get the most accurate weather forecast, you got to ask those who live in this hive.
The bees are definitely dialed in. I mean, they have to. They need to pay attention to the weather. That's how they survive.
Carrie Sipniewski with the Rock County Beekeepers Association says when the weather patterns are tough, it stings the bees the most.
This summer, particularly in this area, it was incredibly dry. So I did notice a decrease in honey production on some of my yards.
The climate can determine how the bees do their jobs. As pollinators, they help bring food to your table. And if they can't do that,
we're going to start seeing ripple effects.
Beekeepers nationwide are seeing their hives die this year at record rates. Carrie says there's a lot of factors that can contribute to the hive's issues, but we'll feel the impact on our food.
I think in the future we're going to see higher prices just due to the more challenges that we're facing with bees.
The beekeeper says as a result of the past few months of drought, we need to be there for these animals so we also don't feel stung.
We should really, really support our pollinators.
This beekeeper tells me there are ways you can help the bees out. You can be strategic about the plants that you put in your own yard so that the bees can pollinate in your area. Reporting from Janesville, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
According to the latest drought monitor, recent rains have made a dent in southern Wisconsin's drought conditions. However, much of the southern part of the state is still considered to be in a severe drought. But there is some more rain in the forecast coming up the next couple of days. Here's Jacob with our first warn forecast.
Yeah, much needed rain is coming, but before I talk about that, I want to mention that it is this time of the year where the leaves are starting to change, and across Wisconsin there are a few counties seeing around 25 to 50% fall colors, and that includes Sauk County, so it's only a matter of time before we really start to see those fall colors across the southern portion of the state. Now here's a look at the 3 things you need to know. We are going to remain warm with high temperatures near 80 degrees really for the rest of this week. We have a chance of showers late Thursday into early Friday, and then another chance late Saturday and all the way through Monday and early Tuesday. So we do have a lot of rain possible over the next couple of days. But first, looking right now, there is a lot of cloud cover, but temperatures are fairly warm with current temperatures in the upper 70s. We are seeing some pretty calm winds, and for the most part, we are dry right now, but we are seeing a few showers in the western portion of our area, impacting portions of Crawford, Grant, and Richland counties. Now, that rain is going to dissipate over the next few hours, not expected to make much of an impact. As we fast forward, this is late Thursday into Friday morning. We are going to start to see some rain move into our area. Expected to be a much more widespread than the rain we're seeing right now. And this may even continue throughout the day and even overnight Friday into Saturday. But it does look like Saturday during the day we are going to be dry. Now, there is expected to be a lot of rain to the west of our area, and some of these storms could be severe, so it is possible that we may even see a few severe storms, especially in the southwestern portion of our area Saturday afternoon and evening. But then as we get into Sunday, we're expected to see more rain across our area, and this system will kind of linger across our area and continue to bring rainfall across much of the region on Sunday and into Monday as well, before it finally clears out a little bit later in the day on Tuesday. As far as total precipitation, the further south and west you're located, the more rain you will see, but our entire area is still expected to see at least some rainfall. Still too early to say for sure, considering the system is expected to move out Monday and Tuesday, and that's almost 5 to 7 days away. So things can definitely change, but definitely prepare for a good amount of rain, especially in the southwestern portion of the state. So let's recap the rain chances. We are going to see the best chance of rain after the light showers we're seeing right now will be Thursday night into Friday, and then we'll get a little bit of a break Friday night and Saturday, although some rain is still possible, just not as likely. And then Saturday night, Sunday, and Sunday night, we'll see another good chance of rainfall. And again, the most rain will likely occur in the southwestern portion of the state. Now, as far as temperatures, tonight we'll see lows around 60, a fairly mild night, and tomorrow is expected to be warm again, with high temperatures once again around 80. Looking at the 7-day forecast, we're going to continue to see highs around 80 for Friday and Saturday, but beginning next week, we're going to cool off with highs in the mid-70s for Sunday, upper 60s for Monday and Tuesday, and also after Tuesday, it does look like we are going to be dry for the next several days after that. As far as your first warn traffic goes, much of Madison pretty clear with the exception of the 151 towards Verona. Pretty big slowdowns there, but the Beltline's looking good in both directions. Interstate's also looking good in both directions, with the exception of a little bit of a slowdown just north of the Beltline, northbound on 39. Green in both directions to the south towards Janesville, and also green in both directions up north to the Dells. And that's your first warn traffic. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, Jacob, thank you. New at 5, a company owned by Elon Musk is offering quadriplegics a chance to use a brain implant to move. Neuralink says it's recruiting for its first human trial. Participants will have a chip that sends signals to an app placed in their brains. The goal is to control a computer cursor or keyboard with their thoughts. The project is thought to be controversial after a monkey died during a trial last year. Next at 5, we take a closer look at what progress is being made as talks resume in the auto and entertainment industry. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Are you sweating over high energy bills? Windows drafty or broken? Champion is here to help. With our 70th anniversary sale, buy 2 windows, get 2 free.
At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs.
Then they are built in our very own factory.
Installed by a team of professionals and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty.
Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
When an inexperienced Whole Foods driver tipped his truck over while pulling off the interstate to take a break, a bus carrying a high school band ran into the overturned semi. The crash killed 5 people and injured dozens of others. 2 of the victims' families hired Habish, and Rotier. The settlements they received totaled over $4.5 million. And the skill expended by the Habish team is head and shoulders above one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, and Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination. Right now, you can get a Queen Beauty Rest mattress for only $3.99, or upgrade to the luxury and comfort of a Beauty Rest Black Hybrid and pay just $51 per month when you use our 72-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Isn't it time you got a great night's sleep? Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Possible movement in 2 major worker strikes. United Auto Workers leaders are back at the negotiation table with 2 of the top 3 automakers.
In Hollywood, contract negotiations have also resumed between screenwriters and studio heads. Laura Aguirre has the latest.
On day 6 of the auto workers' strike, the clock is ticking. The union says more plants will strike if executives at the Big 3 don't offer better contracts by noon on Friday. An impasse continues over demands like wage increases, pensions, and a 4-day work week.
Well, I have a problem with the approach the union's taking. Let's pay people what they deserve, but let's not be paying for people not to work.
I stand with the striking UAW workers. They deserve to share in these record profits that the executives are taking home.
The UAW, Ford, and GM are in talks Wednesday, says a source familiar with negotiations, adding the union meets with Stellantis, which owns Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, on Thursday. Union screenwriters, producers, and actors have been picketing for weeks, but talks between writers, producers, and major studios resumed Wednesday. Key sticking points: higher pay, streaming data transparency, and how artificial intelligence is used.
I support WGA and SAG as it relates to their existential stress as it relates to streaming and how it's radically changing the business model as it relates to artificial intelligence.
I don't want industry, studios to be able to use my likeness in perpetuity. We're striking as a whole because we're a family. And if one artist is struggling, we're all struggling.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
The White House was going to send advisors to Detroit to help make a deal today, but the UAW declined.
And the head of the union said the president's team would not be key in brokering a deal to end the strike. And we'll have a final check to your first warn forecast after a short break.
Fry Construction invites you to usher in the fall season with our exclusive fall sale. We're talking about savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 4 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our fall savings. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
Get 50% off lists during the Big Fall Home Sale at Slumberland Furniture and one of our best finance sales of the year. Pay no interest for 3 years. Get this stylish sectional for just $7.99. Looking for reclining? Get this super comfortable reclining sofa for just $5.55. Plus lots and lots of other incredible deals, like a 4-piece modern bedroom group for just $9.99. Up to 50% off. The Big Fall Home Sale, one of our best finance sales of the year, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
Just look at them. State-of-the-art Honda hybrids, making ecological art out of any conditions they encounter. Rugged, dependable, stylish performance with fuel efficiency and low emissions that'll make a tree hugger blush. What's this phenomenon you're witnessing? It's the future, today. Electrified driving built for Wisconsin. Get your Honda hybrid now at your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. Fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Want it? Here's the number.
Call 833-784-4999 to get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest download speeds in the nation.
Which helps me run all of this easily. Kids checkups, scheduled. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer. Work.
Switch to Spectrum One. 300 megabit internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security.
Spectrum One gets it done.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-784-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a store today.
We've got a lot of news coming up. Mortgage rates at a 22-year high. Our Money Watch tonight gives tips on how to navigate the challenging market for buyers. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up in 30 minutes, Lambeau Field announces some new concession items ahead of the Packers' home opener this coming weekend. We'll share the list. Next hour, join us for News 3 Now at 6. Jacob's back. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, by this time next week, we will have likely seen quite a bit of rainfall. And here's a look at the rain chances. The best chance, at least beginning, will be Thursday night into Friday. But then we have another good rain chance Saturday night, Sunday, and Sunday night. But outside of tonight, really, we have a slight chance of rain for any point during the day and night the next 7 days. So just prepare for that rainfall.
All right, Jacob, thank you. We're back in 30 minutes. CBS Evening News is next.